Hey everybody, it's Jody, and it occurs to me as I've been sharing all of these insights over the past couple of weeks that I've been talking more about what occurs as wrong or bad more than I've been talking about what occurs as right or good. And so I just wanted to kind of explore this idea of believing your thoughts and believing my thoughts. And I think what has happened to me over the years has been an accumulation of beliefs that were there and planted by somebody else or some other experience that have become real or what I consider to be true because they're not challenged. And so I wonder how many of us are believing our thoughts. And if we're believing our thoughts, are we believing those thoughts that say, I am amazing, I am powerful, I am strong? Or are we believing those thoughts that say, I'm a loser, I am stupid, I'm not good enough? And I wonder how many of those thoughts are even true. And I know I've gotten stuck in some limited thinking. In fact, the worst thing when you've done a lot of work on yourself is to know you're stuck, but not know how to get unstuck. I say it's worse because sometimes I think it would be easier to not know better because when you know better and you don't do better, it's just as bad as not knowing at all. So I know there was a time this last year or so that I was really stuck, but I didn't know what to do to get unstuck and I didn't know who I could talk to about it because how do you do that? I mean, how do you just start that conversation? Hey, I'm stuck and I need some help. Because what would happen to me when I'd get into that little funky place, I'd say something to somebody and they'd say, well, you know better than that. Or you've done this before. Or you're the one who tells me how to get out of things. And I'm like, I know it. I know I should. I know this is what it is, but that didn't help. In the middle of stuck, believing those thoughts is easier. Those thoughts that say, you should know this, you're smarter than that. Believing those thoughts is easier than pulling yourself out, or at least it was for me, pulling myself out and being able to examine these thoughts objectively. I have been learning lately that the observer effect, when you're able to observe yourself and the voices in your head, is kind of a skill. And I think everybody's probably able to do it. But if you don't know that is something to even think about, how would it occur to you to do it? You start believing that those thoughts that you think are true and that you are the thoughts. And it's just not true. It's interesting because until I have contrast, until I know what something isn't, how did I know what it was? I know that sounds really weird, but here's another way to say it. Do you have a headache right now? Everybody just stop and think. No, I don't have a headache right now. Well, did I know I didn't have a headache till I asked myself if I had one? Did you realize that you didn't have a headache till I asked you if you had one? The weird thing is we don't notice what's great until we have something to compare and contrast it to. And that's kind of human nature. I didn't notice. I didn't notice all the things that were great because I'd been so weighed down with some of these stupid limiting beliefs. And when I got rid of those limiting beliefs, I couldn't believe how much lighter I felt. And I didn't know I was feeling heavy until I let go of the old belief and I felt light. And it's so weird. It's like being able to see clearly, or I don't know, getting new glasses, or when you put on yellow sunglasses and you go outside and you're like, everything looks yellow, and then you take them off and you go, oh wow, I had gotten used to that. Hadn't even noticed that everything looked yellow. So if you're not noticing that you don't have a headache, take a look and just see, you know what? My back doesn't hurt today. You know what? I am pretty lucky. You know what? That old belief that, I don't know, I'm not smart enough or how could I ever do that? It's not weighing on me right now. And then when you know that distinction, you'll be able to choose it. It's so weird because I really didn't see it until I see it, and now I can't unsee it. It's like that FedEx logo. When you see the arrow in the FedEx logo, you can't ever unsee it. If you don't know what I mean, go look for the FedEx logo and look for the arrow. You'll never be able to unsee it once you see it. So notice, I feel like I'm preaching right now a little bit, but I kind of am, because it doesn't always have to be something negative that causes us to wake up and discover something. I know that's a really easy way to do it when you figure out something that feels heavy, to talk about what feels heavy. But I don't like always talking about what feels heavy. And today I want to talk about what feels light. And it's pretty awesome when you see the distinction. When you let go of those limiting beliefs, when you let go of that old thought that is keeping you stifled or keeping you small, you can go, huh, wow, I didn't even know I was doing that, but now I do, because it sure feels better. So just look for some of those things. That's what I'm learning today. Today was a great day, and I just wanted to share that with you. So thanks. And by the way, Get Real. Oh, can I just give you an update on Get Real since we're talking about that? So Thursday, we started the Get Real page group on Facebook from 0. And today, Thursday would have been the 14th. And today, on the 19th, we're up to more than 550 people. So Get Real, you guys. There's a whole movement happening in this Get Real Facebook page. We're going to do Facebook Lives. We're going to do some little mini courses, open dialogues. We're going to do a lot of fun things on this page. We might have some watch parties. We're going to use these features of Facebook that I don't know how to use. We're going to figure it out together, and we're going to share stuff, and we're going to help each other get beyond our limiting beliefs and our stuck old thinking. So join us. Get Real. Go look for it. I'll let you in. If you want to be a friend of ours, if you want to join our group, tell me why. Let me know. If I don't know you, I want to get to know you if you're interested in getting real. So look forward to seeing you there. Have a great evening.